Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about another aspect in order to understand the world and how it works. Yesterday I talked about the duality, and duality is the basis in order to understand how the world works. Then I think the second one, but maybe not the second, but the other aspect of the in order to understand the world is the ideal. So if we cannot understand the duality, we cannot choose an ideal that is realistic, that will happen in the reality. So uh, everything falls apart. So first we need to understand duality. Now, yesterday I talked about it. Now I'm going to talk about the ideal. So what is ideal? Ideal is the holy grail in a way, that what we see as important or important for us to achieve, important for us to bleed for it in a way, right? So there are ways to understand the ideal, or at least what ideal for us. We actually, all of us have an ideal without even we are realizing, and we can understand what is ideal for us when we are if we watch ourselves, how we behave, or how we perceive the world. We can understand the ideal for us. For example, when you guys watching this video, some of you guys going to notice my beard, some of you guys going to notice this painting, some of you guys look at the curtains, some of you guys are going to don't care about those. You guys are going to focus on my vocal, my voice, how I interrupt how I talk, how I talk about myself in a way. So everything that your subconscious brings to the conscious level in a way, that is a hint of what is ideal for you. Because um, what I mean is, like, when I see everybody's ideal is very different, but when we look at the woman and man's differences in what they focus or first see when they look at the possibility of a possible partner, that's kind of this is very clear. You can clearly see this. In other areas, it can be understood either too, but I think that's the one that is very clear. For example, man, we are very visual creature. Like, when we look at someone, we see the outer beauty, and that's the thing that captures our interest in the first place. So that is man's ideal of a woman, right? That is our subconscious. Hundreds of evolution tells the man that you need to look at the visual. It's not actually our choice or our um, conscious attempt to visualize in a way that the ideal. That's what our subconscious is programmed to do, right? So, and the contrary, yes, some of you guys will probably say that, oh, a woman look at the uh, handsome guy, they will notice this first, but actually, women's ability to analyze person in the first look is much deeper than men's is, because that's their ideal. They need to understand that if the guy is safe, if the guy is confident in himself. These are the things that actually captures the woman's attentions, but these are very subtle, and most of the people don't even realize this is happening if in our subconscious. So so ideal is, like I said, what we wanna achieve, what we wanna get in this in the best sense, in the um, holy grail of what we want in a way. So, and like I said, if you don't understand the duality, your ideal is going to be not possible, or it's going to be maybe less than what you're going to be happy with. So I'm not trying to say that there is like an limit to what you can achieve. It's not what I mean by possible. But if your ideal wife or ideal husband is the guy who or the woman who is going to make you happy all the time, that's not an ideal. That's a fucking illusion. So that means you didn't understand the duality. That means you are not going to find someone like that, or you're going to find someone that is not real, that is faking it to make you happy in a way. So your ideal going to be suck. I'm sorry. So if we understand the duality, like I said, we can build an ideal for us. So how we can build an ideal? So we need an ideal in every aspect on our lives, in our relationship, in our daily lives. What is my ideal day? What is ideal me? What is my ideal wife? How can I ideally act towards other people? But when we are choosing an ideal, we need to understand a couple of things. So I'm not going to choose draw a yin yang, but I'm going to show the world in a one line. So when we look at the world, this is the how the world works in a way. So this is the middle. Most of the people are going to be here, right? And some of the people are going to be here, some of the people are going to be here. So you need to, in order to understand the ideal, you need to choose. I mean, most of us wants to be here, right? If you want to be like, I'm opening this YouTube channel. I mean, that's not my ideal to go to the 120 million subscribers. I don't have that ideal. My ideal is different right now. But let's say you open the YouTube channel, and your ideal is to get to the top. So you look at the people who are on the top, how they act, how can you be near to them, right? You don't just look at the people who are here and try to be like them and try to go there, right? So that will be a false idealization of the what you want to be. So you want to be here, but you are idealizing these people. So this is why understanding is very important. How to you need to decide where you are, then you need to have a roadmap to where you want to go, and you need to understand how these people are going there. So this is one of the parts of the ideal, of course. But from my point of view, which I'm going to talk about the relationships in the future, but I think the relationships are very, very important, and that kind of a concept that shows if a person can really understand this duality and this other gender in a way. Because like if you are a single guy or a single woman, probably you don't have any problem with, most of the people don't really have a problem with talking to other people, talking to their own gender or the other. But when it comes to the relationship, most of the people suffer. Me too. Because this concept of yin yang, so we already, if you are at home sitting, and you always have these people around you, which is not possible. You're going to encounter the other part, even your political views, your other things that needs to manifest in your life. That's the rule in a way. You cannot suppress it. You're going to encounter these people because, like I say, duality. So one of them, the dark side is generally female and the light side is masculine, right? So when two people come together, actually, woman and a man, it's perfect a chance to understand ourselves and how the other world works, right? So, but like I said, the most of the time, this isn't just stable. One side always tries to eat the other side, in a way. Always tries to dominate the other side. And this is instinctual. This is like how we build in a way. So if the both of the couples do not understand this duality and how they are, who they are in their own gender, in a way, I don't believe this bullshit gender ideologies. I'm really believing the gender roles. So I don't give a fuck if you kind of come to the comments about these facts. I don't give a fuck. So if you don't like it, you can just fucking leave the channel. And like I said, one of side is feminine, the other side is masculine, and these are coming together. This is the actual small part of the whole world, actually, how the whole works. And most of the people who are in this journey probably kind of know that the person who you are with is going to mirror you. The sum of the parts maybe you don't actually know, because when you two are coming together, everything in a way comes together. So every part of you reject, everything that you want to hide is going to pop up, because in order to have a healthy relationship, it needs to be whole. You cannot hide anything, right? Everything will pop up. But most of us, our instincts, uh, female side is always try to dominate the masculine, and masculine side always try to dominate the feminine, and their domination is different from each other. Like feminine wants the masculine to work for himself in a way, but it tries to change it, or how to say it, try to change it or try to put some locks in the masculine. But if feminine does this, feminine lose attractions to the masculine. So, and masculine, if dominates the female, female cannot fully express the feminine, and it's not going to be healthy. You know what I mean? But this is our instincts, our part of ourselves is the, like I said in the previous video, when you have some kind of fanatic political view, you're probably thinking that everyone should be thinking like you, right? This is the same. This is kind of the same. So if both parties understand this duality part, and if they understand their role in the relationship, if they understand the other gender properly, if they understand, if they if they follow their instincts, they will hurt the relationship. And I mean instincts. I'm not talking about intuition. I'm talking about what we program to do in a way. So this is the part that it needs to be understood, you know. And if we can understand this part, I think most of the relationship could be better. But of course, like I said, duality. So when we look at the duality again, whatever you do, most of the people going to be here. If you wanna go to the here, you need to put in a work and understand the world much better than there. And again, there is no way that most of the people are going to be here. That's impossible from my point of view, but I think this is the reality. This is the reality of duality. You cannot run from it. So harsh reality in a way. So most of the people, if I like get a, most people, let's say, watched me, I have a million views, and most of the people in this million views is going to be here. They are not going to be fully understand the concept, and they're not going to be here. They cannot be here. Most of them cannot be here. That's the reality of duality for you. So another part of the ideal that I want to talk is, I think religion gives us an ideal of how we should behave. So, like I said, most people believe that if there wasn't a religion, they could have understand what is good, what is bad, which it's not a bad argument. I'm not really clear on that part, but we don't know. Like, look at this world right now. They think that in their mind they can change the gender roles, and they think if they can change it, they are going to be happy. But I don't believe that. Like I said I talk about in the duality part. I don't think it's possible. I don't think they can. If they can do that, like they can change the danger zones, they can fuck up everything. It doesn't mean it's going to be the best part, because I don't think that is the ideal. And ideal is the it's integrated with what we want, what we are, and how our energy system works. If everything is aligned, I think that is the way to go to the satisfaction part. And I think ideal is supposed to be near the same, at least comes from the same standards for most of the men. I think it's like the truth, you know what I mean? I don't think it's like changeable factor. Of course, I'm not talking about everyone should be asking the same things, but reality is the same. Truth is the same. So how we are acting in our bodies, our biology, is the same. Most of us. I'm talking about 90%. So the other, that's stupid. You know what I mean? So people talk about, like, there was this talk about killing people, and we all know that killing people is wrong, but it's not actually. Um, we don't know why. Okay, we don't actually know why. Okay, so when I say this, it's maybe controversial, but think about this way. There was a guy, if there was a guy who is very bad guy, who doesn't have any family or any relatives, it's just a lonely guy, and he's very bad. He's in his work. He's it's like a fucking asshole. He beat people. Maybe he's doing some bad stuff, but nothing you can put into the jail for, right? But we all know that if that guy was dead, everything will be better. So why shouldn't we kill this guy, right? But it's just, you see, if we just put all the things about the duality of the reality of the what we know inside to the past and just ignore it, probably some people are just going to go and kill this guy. But it doesn't work like that. Crime and Punishment, Dostoevsky's book, is actually about this idea that if we just rationalize these things, actually there is nothing to object and there is nothing to reject. The conclusion that comes with the minds is kill this guy. But it doesn't work like that because of the reasons we don't know. And these reasons is the soul, karma, and the other hundreds of things that we cannot even comprehend. So I think religion puts all of these things together in a package and gives us the people. So I think the religion and how the prophets live or acted, it's supposed to be the ideal example of how we should behave in a way. But of course, people don't believe it. They don't have to believe it, and I don't think it's just following the religion. It isn't just following blindly, but understand the principles, and I understand why. If I acted this way, it's going to be satisfaction for me and the people around me. So that's what I believe. And yes, I think that's it for today. I'm going to talk about another topic. And ideal is a, like duality, it's a general subject that I cannot just put into the simple words. I'm going to talk about it later on, more in more detail.